Hello, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Our guest host today is Kathy Pike. You know Kathy, she's been around longer than any of the staff members that are here, and we're so thankful for her service and her tenure here at the Ames Animal Shelter. As one of our animal control officers, she does a lot of work in the community here in Ames, but the work that she does here in the shelter and gets to know the animals and everything is also very appreciated. So, Kathy, thank you for your years of service and your dedication and your compassion to the animals here at the shelter. So let's meet Kathy and some of our furry felines that are waiting for their forever home at the Ames Animal Shelter.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm one of the animal control officers here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control. And today I have here Mike. We affectionately call him Fishbone Mike because he's actually in our community cat room that we've called Fishbone Lounge. He loves it in this room. He's got friends that he can play with, so he's good with other cats. Mike came in as a transfer from another agency that needed some assistance. He also had a brother that was here with him too. Unfortunately, during our pan-leukemia outbreak, his brother Elmo succumbed to that. Unfortunately, he did not make it through that terrible illness. And we feel bad that we lost him, but thankfully all of our other cats are now healthy and thriving and doing great. And so here is Mike. He's about 7 months old, super friendly, outgoing guy, playful. Like I said, gets along with other cats here. He's usually always the one to come up to the window and say hi to people that are coming, and even dogs. We have not actually dog tested him, but we think that with some dogs he'd probably do fine. As long as, they weren't chasing him or, let him get up and get away from him. He has been around kids. He's actually been around my 15-month-old and did just fine, just rubs up on him and lets him pet him. So he'd be fine with, adults, children, possibly dogs, and then other cats. So a nice, young, cute little guy that's ready to go home. So this is Mike. And our next guest here is Francois. He came as another transfer from a TNR group out of Marshalltown. So from my understanding, he lived in a home, but then because of some circumstances within the home, I think of people passing away or something, he was then outside. And then they did do some trap and neutering, unfortunately not returned because it was not a safe place for them to be to have continued care. So they were looking for a place for them to come, and we had availability at the time. So he is in our community cat room here with Mike, who you just seen, in Fishbone Lounge. Now Francois is not as outgoing as Mike is. He's a little bit more of an observer. Even with the kids that have come in, he doesn't go terribly far away. Like, he doesn't get skittish and run. He just likes to watch. But he's not always open for getting pets or being picked up and stuff. He's just a little bit more of a loner and just likes to observe everything. But it's very sweet and is good about, still getting pets and everything. He would probably come and maybe want to cuddle with you once he's comfortable in the home, but he also may not be one that's going to seek you out either. So if you're looking for maybe just a nice kind of companion within the home for another cat, or looking for a second cat that isn't going to be super rambunctious and playful, Francois would be your boy. He's about a year old now. And they did say that he could not live with dogs. He's about a medium energy level. Like I said, he's just a little bit more of an observer. And obviously he can be with other cats. He's in our community cat room. So this here is Francois. Our next guest here is Forrest Frank. This boy here, he's a big, beautiful 14-pound chubby boy. He is about 3 years old, so he's probably the oldest one that we have here, or is the oldest one that we have here in Fishbone Lounge. Very sweet guy though, but as the senior cat, he definitely rules kind of the roost and likes to, play king and be nap a lot of the day. And so sometimes he has to go and tell the younger ones, when to calm it down town, but still a very friendly guy, is very outgoing and will come to the door, especially when he knows feeding times, which is also how we got to the 14 pounds. So he likes to sing when it's feeding time, so you'll hear him kind of do that old man trill of the wow, trying to get your attention, especially when he knows when our evening people are here. He definitely recognizes their voices and will start singing to let us know that it is dinner time. But a very sweet guy. He's done great with kids, adults. Not sure on the dogs. We do have that he can be good with dogs, so I'm assuming he's been around them before, based on previous history that we have, but he is another one that came from that TNR group from Marshalltown, but a very sweet big guy. This is Forrest Frank. And our last guest here today is Grim. This little guy is about 7 months old. He actually came to us along with Mike, so they're definitely good buddies together as a transfer in. Young guy, very outgoing and playful. Mike and him are usually seen playing together, also with Forrest Frank. He's also met little kids too and has done great, very interested, comes over and does kind of the head bumps and body pushes into him, and as you see, he's very interested in wanting to try and cuddle with me. Sweet young guy. All of these cats in Fishbone Lounge has all their claws. They've all been spayed and neutered, and have received all of their vaccinations and are ready to go home. As you see, there's something about my finger that he really likes, so I'm not sure what today. Oh, I've held dog treats. That's probably why. It smells good. But he's not very rough about it with his nails or his teeth there, so he's not hurting me. But we're not going to let you do that because that's not nice. Yeah. But very sweet guy here. This is Grim.
Well, that's our show for today. You got to meet Kathy and 4 of our feline friends that are looking for their forever home. Those cats are up there in Fishbone Lounge, so they're in a cage-free environment where they get to spend time and get to know each other. But most importantly, they get to know adopters. And sometimes the adopters will go in those rooms, of course, with an approved application first on file. And the people will actually say that the cats selected them. So it's always nice to be able to go into that room and let the cats jump up on your lap and spend time with them and really kind of see their personalities. When they're in those metal cages, you don't get to see their personality really shine. So really looking forward to the new shelter when we have lots of those rooms planned. So this is going to be a really exciting time for us coming up here. And we're going to give you an update coming up soon on the new shelter, where we're at, and hopefully be able to start sharing some plans with you, and you can see all the improvements and things that we're going to do in the new shelter. That's very exciting. And again, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all the donors that came forward, and the City of Ames, of course, that made this possible. If it wasn't for them approving the whole project, and then, of course, giving the $3 million to get us started, and then $4.5 million in additional donation is just incredible. So we're not there yet. We're going to give you an update on the next episode of Animals and Ames, but I want to thank everybody today for watching the show and all of your support.